Alright, Nosferatu, one of my most anticipated films of the year, released in the theaters, had a chance to go see it. Here's my review. Alright, before I get started, please make sure to tell me down below what is your opinions on Nosferatu, unless you're my best friend. And I know you're going to say some stuff down below in that comment section. With that said, I was looking forward to this movie just because a lot of people were. And then when the trailers came out, really liked it. Really looked like a cool gothic horror film. Never seen a Robert Eggers film. Planned on watching them before this, but because of the time of year, just didn't have time to do that. So unfortunately, no Robert Eggers ranking after this movie. Save it for his next film. Did this film disappoint, or was it really good? Here's my review. For my two friends that went with me, yeah, they thought it was disappointing. I got chided in the car ride home. Both of them saying it was a horrible movie, going at each other's throats, saying it was god-awful, waste of their 2 hours of their lives, absolutely hated it, hate me for taking them to that movie. They thought it would be something else, and they were endlessly disappointed with this film. I wasn't. I really liked it. I really liked this film. Thought Nosferatu was a really good movie. And I think the thing is, why they hated it and I didn't, is because I'm a film critic that sees close to 200 movies a year. And so for me, I see movies that are just so much like each other movie all the time. So I'm constantly looking for the new thing. Something like, oh, that was really cool and unique. And this movie was really cool and unique. It was really something different to where I've never seen something like this before. My friends, however, look for entertaining movies. I look for entertaining movies, but I look for something more in movies as well. I found something more. They didn't. I thought this movie was really good, close to great. Thought it was very compelling. Let's start out with the positives here. The cast is fantastic. Lily Rose Depp as the lead actress in this film. You've seen her praises all over the internet, and she deserves them. She was absolutely phenomenal in this film. Aaron Taylor Johnson was another standout for me. He was just in Craven, and he's able to be just such a compelling character in this film. Willem Dafoe, another standout. There was a time where the movie started to drag, and ever since his character came on screen, thought that really worked for me. Going down my list of great actors in this film, we got Nicholas Hoult. Not his best performance, in my opinion. He was the one character that I didn't feel was outstanding in this film. But then we got Bill Skarsgård as Nosferatu himself. And when I first saw him on screen, I said, yeah, that's disappointing. I don't really, no, I'm not a big fan of that. But the more it goes on, the more creepy I thought he was. And the more I realized halfway through the film, I was like, wait, that's Bill Skarsgård. That is. I didn't even realize it was because he blends so perfectly into these roles. This is a guy who played Pennywise in It. And now he's playing Nosferatu and blending so perfectly well into this role. So the cast is phenomenal. Robert Eggers, I think, directs this movie perfectly. I think that it is a beautifully shot film. Very cool sequences that allowed me to see it on the big screen. And I was wowed away with quite a few of these. What my friends were talking about, my friend just said, yeah, Zach, I think you're just wowed by the magic of the movies. Because there's no way you like that movie. But there were some beautiful sequences in this movie. Beautiful cinematography, beautiful shots in here. One where you see Nosferatu's claws go over the city. That one's got stuck in my head. A couple other shots that I can't explain to you guys or that go in spoiler territories. So, just a beautifully shot movie. Beautiful vibe in here as well. The story is more unique. I've never really seen a story like this. And I think that's why I enjoyed the film so much. Where it is really just a love story. A love triangle story. And it's a dark, messed up love triangle story, but it's a love triangle story. And it was really unique and interesting. And then we get halfway through the film, and the film completely kind of switches up stories there. And I found it to be really, really compelling. And I thought the second half was way more compelling than that first half, to be completely honest. I thought the movie was mid at best at the first half, but then that second half kind of kicked in, really made it seem like this is a really cool story. And again, Nosferatu, just such a cool vampire guy. His voice was great. Bill Skarsgård plays him perfectly. Everything Nosferatu does in this film is brilliant. I thought it was great. And that's really what made me enjoy it a lot. That the story is really unique. Nosferatu is really cool. And it has a great cast. You get that mix in there. This is going to be a movie for the win. Something really unique. Never seen something like this before. Really, really, really loved this movie. Or I wouldn't say loved. Really, really liked. Respected. There are issues with the film. For one, way too long. 2 hours and 12 minutes? More like 4 hours. No, it's not 4 hours, but my God, it felt like 4 hours sitting in that theater. Saw it at a 10:30 p.m. screening. Was really tired. But I forced myself to stay awake. There was a sequence that I almost fell asleep at, because there are sequences that drag. Some sequences that do kind of go on and on, over and over again. And those sequences, I kind of just felt like, you could have just cut that out. One point, again, mainly in the first half, I was saying, yeah, this kind of drags. This is kind of dragging. And then we get that second act. There are still sequences like that, but they're few and far in between, and enough stuff with Nosferatu. But several times I thought, okay, yeah, I know where this is going. We got about 10 more minutes left in this film, and we'd have 40 more minutes left in this film. And it just felt really, really long. Maybe it's because I saw it at 10:30 at night, or maybe because it actually does drag out quite a bit. Then we got to talk about the ending. My two friends hated that ending. Despised that ending. I thought it was unique. I was hoping for something else, but how it happened was unique. And again, I like movies where I haven't seen something like that done before, and that's exactly what it was. It was unique. So, still really enjoyed this film. I thought it was a really good time. My two friends did not. They hated it. But you know what? You guys are a bunch of losers, because this movie's for the real grown-ups. I did enjoy this film. I really did. And I respect people that didn't enjoy this film, because I can see it's really not for everybody. But for somebody that sees 200 films a year, a lot of them close to the same, when I see a new, unique movie like Nosferatu was, I will always really enjoy it. Before I give you my final score, please make sure to subscribe, like button, hit the bell, and comment down below what is your opinions on Nosferatu. For me, Nosferatu, really unique story, fantastic cast. The stuff with Nosferatu was fantastic, but the movie did drag on too far. And if you're a casual audience member like my two friends were, you're probably going to hate this movie like they did. For me, I'm not a casual moviegoer. I'm a film critic. So, for me, I'm going to give Nosferatu an A-. Alright, stay tuned very shortly for end of the year list. Top 10, bottom 10, biggest surprises, biggest disappointments of the year. Nosferatu is not on any of those lists. And that's kind of spoiling my top 10 list. Hey, maybe you'll see it in honorable mention. And then I got my end of the year ranking coming soon. It will be a live stream, because I'm going to copy Sean Chandler on that, because I don't want to edit a 4-hour long video. I'd rather just do it live. So thank you guys for clicking on this one. And with that said, subscribe, join our army. Peace out.